Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there in Radio Land? Um, okay. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I'm so tired. I need your help. I'm asking for your help today. I'm asking for you to just be, to be there for me. Be there for me. Okay. Let me start the show before you come in and say hello.
I'm going anyways.
You're going. Where are you going?
Have you not even started it?
And I haven't. I've started it right this very second. Right this very. You can come in. You can show your face. Let the people see you. Let the people see you. This is. What's your name again?
Son number one, the best son.
The best son. You know,
Better son.
your son number
The
two.
more healthy,
Healthier.
fit,
Healthier.
the hotter one,
Hotter.
the more funny.
Are you funny? I don't know. I can't tell between the two of you.
I'm pretty funny.
Yeah. Don't be funny. Don't be funny.
Why not?
Okay.
You're funny.
All right. So I'll see you later. I'll see you later. I love you.
Have a good show, guys.
Have a good show. Bring back some food.
For you.
Yeah. What kind of food are you going to bring back?
I'm not bringing back food.
Well, bring back some
What do you
peaches or
want?
plums or something like that from the shop. Peaches or plum. Well, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's a future Schaefer. It's a Schaefer now. I don't know whether he's a future Schaefer.
I'm trying to get that name changed.
I don't know. Trying to get it changed after the embarrassment. And okay, we're going to discuss about the embarrassment. Welcome to today. It's the 26th of July, 2025. It's a big day because tomorrow it will be my 25th anniversary being in this country. Yeah, I've been here since 2000. July 27th, 9 o'clock at night. I came into the country, and then went up to the Edinburgh Festival, and it was all amazing for about a week, and then we all went downhill. We can talk about that. Hello, Joe. Hello, Kinsey. Thank you very much, Kinsey, for saying yesterday's show on GB News was great. I did, I'm sitting there screaming at people I shouldn't be screaming at. I'm not. It reminds me of what Chuck Schumer said. Maybe he said it. I don't know whether he said it to Trump, which is they can get you when they want to get you. I don't want to be political. I just like to scream. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. So I yelled at those guys there, and I shouldn't be yelling at them. It's like all a joke to me, but it's not a joke. It's not a joke to them. They actually believe in this stuff. They actually believe in their positions, whatever. And I don't know who saw that thing. Thank you for fighting for us last night. I don't know if I was fighting. I was just saying somebody needs to fight for you guys. But maybe it's not my place to fight. Thank you, John Loyns, for saying that. Like he has a visa. Exactly. Well, I have a visa. Do I have citizenship? I don't think I've got citizenship. Who knows? Maybe I don't have the right to be here. Maybe they'll sue me and ask me to leave. Maybe they'll just come and get me because I'm not, the right thing. I said a horrible thing about the police in this country, which is I shouldn't say that. I said I think I said they're not on our side, the police. And when I mean our side, I mean your side. I've taken my kids' side. So I am here. People were agreeing with everything you were saying last night. People were agreeing with you on the chats there. Yeah, says Mark J. Yeah, they were agreeing. I've got indefinite leave to remain. I shouldn't be talking about my business, but that's what I've got. If I could be more organized, I'd ask for citizenship. Totally loved last night. That's what Joe says. You explained it after about the police, so you're good. Don't worry. They can see me as a threat. I don't want to be a threat, but I could see me being seen as a threat. I don't. The thing about this country is I don't like the main things that people think are good in this country, and I think you're basically losing your faith in those things too. The labor guy on Pat Christie's was a gaslighter. No, I don't know whether that's the right term. This is what they believe. They believe in what he believes. Is he gaslighting? What do you think? How do I look? I've gained a bit of weight. The police are a criminal entity. Did I say that? Did I say something like that? That's the kind of thing that I would say. Yeah, they're not on our side. Christo had a ball listening to you. He also agreed mostly with what you said as well. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he agrees with the main status quo. If you could bring back some fruit, if you could steal some fruit from my oldest son is going to see his mother, which I have forbid him to do, but he's going anyway. I mean, I can't believe he's going. No, that's a joke. I'm making a joke. I said a joke also last night. Individual police officers can be great, but as an institution, I feel you are correct. I don't think they are on our side. No, and when they're not on the side of the people who everyone says they're on the side of, then they're not on the right side, says Adam Jarrett. I'm with you. You talk to real people, though, Lewis. You know what we are thinking of the chaos they are intentionally creating. Yeah, well, that was the question last night. Why are they doing this to us, to you? Why are they bringing this much chaos into the country? Why? Why? What do you say about that, son number one? Anyway, Lewis, you were great at, Russ says. The only time I watch GB News is now for you. I mean, that's also the problem, is I think I'm doing a good job. I walk out of the studio and everyone is happy there. I mean, all the people who work there are happy. Maybe they know because I'm causing chaos or whatever. I'm not doing it deliberately. I am doing it deliberately. I like chaos. I grew up with chaos because my mother was a manic depressive bipolar. She was in a mental hospital when I was a child. And I say that so frequently. Do I not say that frequently, son number one? I say it so frequently. No, I don't say it as an excuse, as an explanation of why I'm insane. Right? I don't. Susan Stevenson, hello there. Your place on GB News is secure. The rating soared. You speak for all of us. Thank you, Susan Stevenson. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what they're saying. You can read this thing. What are you laughing at, Mr. Producer? He's a bit too smart. That's the thing. His brother doesn't think he's as smart as this guy thinks he is. Why do you think you're so smart? Do you know why you think you're so smart?
Leave me alone.
I have to leave him alone. I love this kid. I think he's a bit upset that I don't love him as much as I love his brother. I mean, this one is a good kid. He's a good kid, but he's going to wake up and realize that as a man who he is, we're going to have to look for other things. We're going to have to look for another team to fight for. Am I right, son number one? Anyway, so there we go. Pete's Transport says, hi, Lewis. Joodles is here. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark J is here. Hey, Pete. Hey, Zingo. Bring back headliners now. I mean, I would say bring back headliners, but not in its old form. You can't bring it back in its old form. There's a display in the studio showing ratings, isn't there? There is, but I haven't figured out how to read it. I mean, the problem is I'm not as smart as I used to be. I think last week I was so tired. I'm blaming tired. I don't think I had a stroke or anything. Do you think I had a stroke?
Yes.
The producers thinks that I had a stroke.
And if you're tired now, then you shouldn't be doing it.
I should not be doing it. So we're going to...
You're deluding yourself if you don't think it was. What?
Yeah. Lewis, Patrick, Christo, love you, says Susan. Well, we don't know about that. I'm not going to read what you wrote, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's I mean, I've got so much hostility and I'm getting, and because I've been nice in the country for so long. I've been here for 25 years.
See you later.
I'll see you later. Bring back food. Can you steal some food from your mother? She's got lots of food, but good food, not. So I'm going to be here all by myself. Thank you. At least they got in touch. They got the show up and running in time. Was it touch and go for a few hours, though? Yes, it was. There was some kind of breakdown. I can't talk about this. I'm a Team GB News supporter. They're so nice to me, the GB News people. But do they put me on enough? They don't. Do they tell me I'm amazing? They seem to. They seem to. But the other guy was a bit too serious. He's not a bit too serious. He's not too serious because it's not headliners. It's not about comedians. It's like me. But I am pretty serious. I hope I'm serious. Anyway, Maltese Phil is in the house, and Simon Arnold and beautiful Claire. Claire C. is here. Totally loved last night's late edition, says Joe. Okay. You explained it. I mean, I think the police, they're made up of good people, but are they on our team? You got to ask them. Are they walking us to the front of the picket line? Or are they walking the people who don't belong in this country or don't support this country? That's the question. I mean, really. I've seen enough things in this country. I've seen enough things, but the police are the police everywhere. I don't want to sound elitist, but I am elitist. I grew up in a middle class community. I grew up thinking that we were better than everybody else, and that I was a failure. I was thinking that everybody is a lot smarter than I am, but I am still unbelievably smarter. Which I don't think. I don't think so. But I have a way. Rianne says, just watched Patrick's show last night. Lewis was great. Thought he would explode at the beginning, but was good. Yeah, well, I got to worry about that. My son saw it. He had to turn it off because he thought I was going to have a stroke. Yeah. So Joe is doing good. Thank you very much. So yesterday's show was good. It was good. I have to be careful not to explode. I'm going to go get my blood pressure thing. We're going to measure the blood pressure. Okay. The weather has turned, high winds and clouds today. Still, my barbecue was a success. Where? Down there in Malta? Is that where your barbecue was a success? Here, is the weather good in this country? No, it's not. And I didn't get any sleep last night. I was like so exhausted. I'm exhausted right now. Can you see? I've got to sleep. I've got to be on my best behavior. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that. Your sons have your back. Well, I think you got to check the extra, whatever that's called, apostrophe in sons. But I don't know if they have they want the best for me. Obviously, they don't want me to die. I don't think. I hope they don't. I'm very lucky. There's lots of guys that I know that their kids don't speak to them. They don't speak to him. How many, I just heard of a guy yesterday that his kids don't speak to him because he's a bit of a drinker or whatever. So let's pray for the drinkers out there. Let's all stop drinking. Let's stop drinking and let's be thin. John Van Dam is here. You were amazing, Lewis. The best thing I've seen on GB. Your producer is right. I was like, oh my God, Lewis is the cult leader. Yeah, the problem is I'm not a cult leader. I'm not. I'm a comedian, a clown. I'm a fool. I want people to like me. I'll side with. Will I side with the enemy? Probably. Probably not side with them. I don't know. I'm not one of these people because this is, I don't. What I do is I feel for this country. That's why I'm a better person than most people because I can see the pain. I can see what's happening. Do GB News get you a taxi back home? It's so late. Well, that's question number 2, Adam Hudson. Thank you very much. The answer is, they used to, but they don't do that anymore. I should ask if I can get a taxi back home. So I take the train. I took the train. They got the 24-hour train, and I took the train to White Castle, not White Castle, Whitechapel, not White Castle, Whitechapel. 17 degrees, heavy rain in Caithness. It's never going to be nice, and that's probably the best weather you got to get, Simon Arnold, in Caithness. Anyway, so I took the train, but the train to the south, the Windrush line. Let's name the thing after. Windrush. It's like naming the thing, the Sax, whatever it is. I'm not going to say what it means. But it wasn't running. So I had to take the bus. At least I know what I'm doing now. I had to take the bus to Aldgate and then walk to Liverpool Street, then take the bus. And that was like waiting for the bus. It was like, at the end of the day, it took about over 2 hours for me to get home. Yeah, I had to go. I don't live in the east, but you got to go east in order to go south. Change your location in the settings to America. A short-term fix before stormtroopers close the loophole. Yeah, we could talk about the loopholes and everything. Yeah. You're a true Brit. Zingo, put an exclamation point in. Put it whatever it is. What is the thing called? Not an exclamation point, but you are a true Brit. Zingo. Thank you very much. They didn't send a driver for you. No, they didn't. And I'm glad. I prefer, after the show, I prefer to make it home on my own because I'm wired. It's like TV. There's a studio there. It's like amazing. Hugh Jarrett's currently in Papua New Guinea as far as the government are concerned. Yeah, maybe that's what you got to do. You got to say you're somewhere else. Have you ever been to Papua New Guinea? That might be an amazing place to visit if you don't get eaten alive. I'm actually on a train right now, so Claire is moving around. So a round of applause for Claire. I use NordVPN. My IP address is in Australia. I've been thinking about that. I'm thinking. I mean, I don't think I've got that much to hide, but who knows? Who knows what they're searching for, basically. So thank you, Stuart. Hey, Stuart, in X, that is, in case you were wondering what social media I was talking about. What did you say? Yeah, so that was Stuart who said that about the stormtroopers. Thank you very much, Stuart. Good to join you. We're up to 32 people so far. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. We've had a little bit of a. We're doing all right, and things are going to pick up. I've got 940 subscribers. The money starts rolling in. 42. Thank you, Kinsey. The money starts rolling in at 1,000. So we've got 940. So we've moved up. I mean, we've moved up. So maybe in a week or two or a month or whatever, I'll be there. Leanne says I'm going to Formula E tomorrow in the Excel Arena. So what is that, like small little like golf carts or whatever racing around? That sounds amazing. That's tomorrow. That's a Monday. Oh no, tomorrow's Sunday. Who doesn't think it feels like Saturday? It feels like Saturday in my mind. I don't know. Maybe because last night I was working. Make sure any VPN company you use does not keep logs. Otherwise, you are not as private as you think. Well, probably. Here's why I don't do the VPN thing. I don't trust them. They're companies too. Where are they based? Somebody calls them up and they say, okay, here's the information. Alex is in the house. Thank you, Alex. So Adam Hudson says, make sure any VPN. How can you make sure? How can we check on these people? You look bright and healthy today, Lewis. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. I don't feel bright and healthy. I don't like this. Can you see the screen there? Can you screen Formula One, but electric cars? Yeah, it sounds good. Electric cars always sounded good. It's definitely Saturday. Definitely Saturday. What is that from whatchamacallit? TV movie. Rain Man. Definitely Saturday. I don't know. That's probably not. So weird. Watch the series back in the 1980s. Surgeons were mentioned, obviously. Russ. What is Russ talking about? Kerry says, you were brilliant last night on GB News. Couldn't stop smiling. It was such a joy to watch. Yeah, because you know me. I mean, if you've been here, I think you know me. Do you know me? I'm trying to be as real as possible. Rather, I'm not trying to be as real as possible, but I'm just trying not to be a phony. And sometimes I just try to keep talking, basically. Try to have something to say, to make it, not to make it interesting at this very moment, but to make it pass till we talk about something that is pretty interesting. Third-party affiliations, and before you know it, your information has been passed on to scam callers or emails. That's what Mark J says. Adam says, if a VPN company doesn't keep logs, they make a point of mentioning it when they promote what they offer. Okay, so there you go. I think Patrick was nice to me. I think he is nice to me. I like Patrick. I think he is nice to me. I don't know what his thinking is. I mean, I think he holds his own. It's his show. I try to not to totally dominate the entire show. Did you share Patrick's crisps yesterday? No, I didn't share. He didn't offer me any, and I did not find them attractive. I did while I was at the studio. This is my problem at the studio. I glom food that people are lying around, and I had 2 pieces of white bread, 2 big pieces of Britishy bloomer type white bread, which was delicious, but it's not good for you, Kinsey. So the answer is no. So Joe, this is what Russ says to Joe. Well, I was going to say surgeon, but I assume surgeons were doctors back then, and doctors were surgeons. It might be wrong about that. What show are we talking about? Watch the series. What series did you watch back in the day? Anyway, I don't know what series you watched. Anyway, so you, Jarrett, he's there in, where did you say you were? In Papua New Guinea. I know where every country in the world is. I know everything. My son is also somebody like that because he takes after me because I used to walk around. We were reading the Times, the New York Times. Now he's got subscriptions to all of these things. Do we think the resident doctors should be on strike? They get around 18 pounds an hour. Is that all they get is 18 pounds an hour? I mean, how much do they deserve? How much? That's the question. How much do the doctors deserve? I mean, you want to give them everything, but like I said on the program, why should the federal, as we would call it in America, why should the central government be in control of doctors? Why? No one should be in control of doctors. There should be private companies that handle doctors. Am I right about that? But no one talks about this is what I think. This is what I think I add to this country is just we don't have to have it that way. You don't have to say, "Oh, we wish the central government would do a better job." We can say we don't want a central government to handle it. I mean, I was in the hospital for 9 hours. I mean, maybe I had a stroke. I don't think I had a stroke. I think I sounded exactly the same, just equally as stupid as I did before. Resident doctors want around 23 pounds an hour. I'd pay them a decent wage. Yeah, well, you pay them a decent wage. I don't want to pay them a decent wage. I know Ian Higgs wants to pay them a decent wage. Let's give Ian Higgs a round of applause, Ian, because I like you, Ian. Why don't you pay me a decent wage? Why don't you pay everybody a decent wage? Where is the money going to come from? Rest doctors gave a lot of stand by hours on top. The rest of the doctors, Rianne, yeah, they probably do. They probably do. I mean, I've been to the hospital. What do the doctors do? The doctors do something. The doctors do something. Did you watch Mike Graham wipe the floor with a junior doctor yesterday morning? No, I didn't see that. Is that from me, Kerry? I didn't see that. Firemen can save your life. They are getting a 30% pay rise. Farmers feed us. Do they get a pay rise? Where is the money coming from? And why should it come out of the federal our tax dollars? I don't trust those people with my tax dollars if I pay any tax, which I pay so little tax. All doctors get more than a good wage. I know a few that are rich. My friends never say they are underpaid. P-A-Y-E-D, paid, P-A-I-D, it should be. Says that's Pete's Transport. Yeah, they pay too much. I don't think they're paid too much. They're paid too much when it's in a system like this. It's like it's Cuba. This system is like Cuba, where Fidel is making a trip around the island, saying we're going to raise your rates. We're going to raise, but there's no money. After a while, they realize there is no money in Cuba. This country is like Cuba. Labor took on the debt of the country without calling out the mess left by the conservatives. A big mistake. Maybe that's true. But the debt was founded by the Tories and the Labor and the Tories. The Lib Dems haven't been around for a while, but they promote this kind of debt. Don't they promote it, Ian? The best doctors should get more based on results. Of course they should. But do you think that the central government can decide this thing? Am I the only insane person here? I think more you give junior doctors, the more they want. Unfortunately, yes. But unfortunately, no. Why can't they get more? They're doctors. They're doctors. Maybe if we eliminate some of the doctors and we paid them. I mean, I was at the hospital. King's College Hospital is just one big, massive focus for sick people. Let's be healthy, everybody, including Lewis Schaffer. Let's be healthy. Claire, do I seem healthy to you? Without going into detail. Here's the thing, says Joodles. Do I seem healthy? Come on, let's ask a question. I think the more you give junior doctors, the more they want. That's what Claire says. Here's the thing. My hairdresser charges 20 pounds to cut my hair, and it takes her 20 minutes. Mental, the tradespeople can earn 3 times as much as doctors. Number one, as a dude, 20 pounds is nothing to get your hair cut, Joodles. You are a pretty girl. And women in America, oh my God, how much they pay to have their hair cut in America. So 20 pounds is not that much money. But that's an arrangement that you make with her deliberately. Imagine if you had to call up the central government to get your hair cut. Which I don't know, is there licensing for getting your haircuts, Joodles? I don't know. They in the front line, nurses too. Yeah, nurses too. Why not? They do tons of stuff. What we can do is morning war. What we can do is we can be healthy. We can stop drinking. We can stop having carbs. We can be thin. Look at how beautiful I am. I'm not. I'm weigh 79.9. I've basically gained a kilo in about 3 days since my hospital visit. Nurses keep hospitals going. They should be yeah. So how much money are you paying? Dig money out of your own pocket, Kinsey. I went to see a surgeon for a second opinion privately. Cost me £300. Yeah. Yeah, but what would happen if everybody was independent? The price would go down. What happens if we stop being so I'm fixing my hair. I don't know. What happens if we stop being obsessed with it? Let's see what happened. Let's see what are you saying? Apparently, I look like Sinead O'Connor. What happened in 1996? Phil. What did Phil say? Explain that. I'd like to know what that means, Joodles. There are loads of new doctors coming on the boats. The doctor sector is now saturated. Yeah, it seems like it is. Lewis, you look healthy and gorgeous, says Claire C. Okay, that's all I need to know. Now I need maybe a couple of more of you girls, ladies, say that to me. Kinsey says 45, which I appreciate that information. A lot of isn't the problem the mismanagement of money, middle management, throwing stuff away, not organized effectively. Well, of course you're going to do this when you have a multi-billion-dollar organization. You're going to have stuff mismanaged. Joe, that's what Joe is saying. She says it's the mismanagement. No, the point is we need to cure ourselves. I'm in the hospital, and you can't believe how unhealthy those people are who are in the hospital. And why are they there? They're there because they're fat and they've got type 2 diabetes. Mark J. Blair, remember that guy, borrowed big and put it into the NHS, but then did the open borders thing. Oh, somebody is sending me an image. Hold on a second. Hold on. Somebody send me an image. What is the image? I'm going to miss his birthday. I might go later. Okay, it's my friend Tristan's birthday. What did I miss? Okay. Blair borrowed big and put it into the NHS, but then did the open borders thing, which put the strain on the NHS. Then the note that there was no money when they left government. Yes, Mark J., that's an excellent point. There's a housing crisis. Well, stop letting people into the country. Oh, we have to let people into the country. Then stop complaining about the housing crisis. The housing crisis cannot be cured by letting people into the country. Okay. So where are we? So Mary Ann says, I go to the local beauty school that trains hairdressers, shampoo, cut, blow dry for £14. Empire Beauty School in Peekskill. That's nice to know. But can you put the address down there? Because we'll all go there. I'm in Nunhead. Maybe I wonder how much it charges for boys. I cut my own hair. How about saving money by cutting your own hair? I mean, my hair right now is pretty long, but I could cut it. You don't need to get your hair cut, and you don't need to shampoo your hair. It's bad for your hair. Paul Morris, Lewis, I don't know what your barber get, but he should have got life. What does that mean? I don't know what your barber's got, but he should have gotten life. Is that a joke? Okay, I'm gonna accept it as a joke. You Jarrett's in the house. Good to say. I always love. I mean, I said hello before, but I'll say hello again. I've pretty much given up on the NHS. I feel aggrieved that I have to pay twice for my health, once for the service I don't use, and slightly less overall to be treated. Why? Because you have to go privately? Is that what it is? My old barber had a sign that said coach parties catered for. Is that a joke too? I can't tell if that's a joke. At this rate, 40-year-olds will be living off parents in this country. Yeah. Not at this rate. It's happening now. People they haven't moved out. Especially the men, they've been kicked out of the house. The women have kicked them out. And then they wonder why aren't men willing to commit to women. I worked in the NHS and the amount of wastage is scandalous. Yes, I can imagine that, Lynn Carson. Thank you. On the administration side, too many managers. Well, you need managers if you're going to have, I don't know what the total budget is for the NHS. I don't know what it is. Just have to pop to the shop. Okay. I cut my own hair, says Joe. That's why I look so fab and am richer. That's my kind of girl. Cut your own hair. Cut your own hair. That's what Lewis, I don't know. Does my hair look too long? I feel it look too long. My old barber used to say, says Ian Higgs, and the next good-looking gentleman, or is it you? Is it you? Oh, I say, meaning you're not that good-looking. I hope he was busy in spite of that joke. Mark J. The NHS will end up being privileged because it is going to cost too much not to be in future. Privatized. The NHS will end up being privatized because it's going to cost too much not to be in the future. So they're saying it's going to cost so much money we can't have an NHS. Totally true. Totally true. I'm saying it here. You got to get rid of the NHS. I mean, that's why I'm surprised you guys listen to me, because it's like, I don't think the NHS, whatever it is. I mean, I go into the NHS. What am I supposed to do? I'm having a stroke in the middle of the night. I ask people what I should do. Where should I go if I have a stroke? I don't know what I could have done. I don't think I had a stroke. But wait till somebody says, oh, Lewis Schaffer had a stroke. Don't put it on my Wikipedia page. I've cut my own hair for the past 15 years, says Paul Morris. Same thing for me. I've cut it for maybe almost 20 years. Easier for men to cut their own hair. That's exactly true. That's true. But you know what you girls could do? You could cut your own hair. You could say, hey, cut my hair, Kerry. Yeah, I'll meet up at your house. You cut my hair. With our insurance through my husband's employer, the New School. He works at the New School for Social Research in New York. We pay £30 for an office visit, £50 for a specialist. Annual physical and mammograms covered, fully covered. Yeah, it sounds cheap. How much money do you actually spend on health care? Because these people, in theory, don't spend anything. But, of course, it comes out of the taxes, and this country's a poor country. John Van Den said, I signed off on the organ donor register the other day. You signed off the owner. You mean you don't want to be on the organ? I don't trust them. Yeah, I wouldn't trust them either. Where's the money? Where's your kidney going to go to? It's not going to go to somebody you want. It's not going to go for the country that you're living in, for the people that you hear. And something for the weekend, sir. And something for the weekend, sir. What does that mean? Is that a phrase? I don't know what that means. Okay, and that is what I said earlier. Thank you, Lynn Carson. Yeah. You look like Elvis, Lewis. Well, when my hair was black, I didn't look like Elvis. Maybe I did. I had like jet black hair. Kerry, I would love if we had something like that in our area. What is something like that? I missed that point. Okay. Russ is in the house. I'm 51 and you look great, Russ. And most of my hair fell out. So now I shave my head bald. And what I just said is very interesting. What did you say? And what I just said was very interesting. What do you mean what you just said? What did you say? I'm having trouble focusing on this thing. I'm having trouble focusing. Where's my eyeglasses? The answer is always the hospital, Lewis. Yeah, I don't think you had a stroke either, Lewis. Okay, thank you very much. Do you guys think I had a stroke? I hope I didn't have a stroke. It didn't last very long if it was a stroke. It was a TIA, whatever that means. So, I don't know. I mean, my son was very concerned, but that's, the price. So basically, I spent 14 or 15 hours in the hospital, not including time getting there. The answer is always that. That's what Kinsey says. NHS is so different from the 1980s. Wish I had a time machine. Yeah, well, I wish we people were in that time machine because we didn't use the NHS like we used to use it. We didn't have diabetes, Zingo. That's what Zingo says. It's so different. She's the number 3 crown. Yeah. You're the number 3 crown. Let's see. We guys are luckily, we only have to shave our face. We guys are lucky. That's what Maltese Phil says. Women have to shave everything apart from their faces. I mean, yeah. I mean, not all of them, but some of them do. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I'm a little less critical as I used to be. Oh, it's a condom joke, says Joe. I'm on the organ donor register. That's what Kinsey says. I won't care where they go because I'll be dead. Yeah. Lewis Schaffer, says Claire, is hotter than Elvis. Yeah. Thank you very much, Claire. You've already lost respect of everybody here. They think you're delusional. Barbers used to sell condoms, but to be discreet, they would say, and something for the weekend. Thank you, Jared. See, these are things I don't know. Remember, I'm a dirty foreigner, too. I'm criticizing the foreigners, but I'm a dirty foreigner. Lewis, many years ago in England, barbers asked their clients at the end of a haircut if they wanted something for the weekend, meaning condoms. Okay, that is quite amazing. I did not know that. I didn't know that. I'm going to lower this thing so you can see more of maybe the microphone. What do you think? Is that better that way? Is that better? Lewis, okay, in England. Marianne says, when I was having a chest pains, I took a taxi to the ER because the ambulance was so expensive. I had a pulmonary embolism. Okay, that's a real thing. I was there 3 days and paid after insurance about £300. Yeah, well, because most people have kind of free insurance in America. Am I right? Tell me, I haven't been there in so many years, but that's the myth. Most people have either health insurance from their job, they either have health insurance from the government because they're poor or old. So most people don't pay. The people who don't pay are illegal residents, possibly, but now they're giving those people free health care. So, I mean, £300, an embolism. So what did you do? Did you go on a low-carb diet? Did you go on low-carb diet? Marianne comes from England. Where am I saying? Kerry is asking, is that because Elvis is dead? Is that why I look better? She's talking to Claire, Kerry. Money to the Heart Foundation. I wouldn't give money to the Heart Foundation. I think I wouldn't give money to any large organization. They all are pro-diabetes. Vatanai. They're all pro-diabetes. I wouldn't give more money to the Diabetes Association or to the Cancer Society. I wouldn't give money. 14 hours over 2 days. Yeah. I went there at 7 and I left at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I went back the next day, if you remember correctly. Exactly, you. You was explaining the condom thing discreetly. Yeah, that's very nice. Marianne is not a New Yorker, but she can answer that herself. Why am I answering that question for her? Kerry Mack says, I had to go private to get a diagnosis. Then I had to wait in a list for a basic appointment. Then after that, I had to wait 2 years for my operation to be done. Crazy. Yeah. It takes a long time. That's why it's best not to be sick. The NHS does not want us sick. If you want to think about a country, think about Cuba. Think about how it's so beautiful. It's free. Everything is free. Everything is wonderful. What is that song? Mary, whatever. When I met you. Okay. Not a dirty foreigner, Joe says about me. But you have much to learn, Lewis. Yeah, I have much to learn. And maybe it's best if I don't learn, if I just say I don't like it. Lewis, you look like a young Ronnie Wood. I mean, from the Rolling Stones and the Faces. That's quite nice of you to say that. That's an amazing story, the Ronnie Wood story. I wish I could emulate Ronnie Wood. Don't you think so? He was such a nice guy, and he went into the Stones, and unlike the other guy, who was the other guy, Mick Taylor. That's the Stones. We'll talk about the Stones another time. Every day is a school day, yeah, because I've only been here 25 years, so it's like speaking to maybe a 35-year-old. I've been in the country for because I'm, let's say, 10 years old. That's when you start to notice. Stuff. I've got to breathe. I'm breathing. Everyone is automatically a donor register now. Is that true? And they keep you alive, or the donor will die, or the organ will die. Yeah, well, it's like, is that true? So they're gonna take your body parts, whether you like it or not. John Van Dam, is that what it is? Adam Hudson, if you were on the organ register, then my feeling is they will try less to save you, as they know you are prepared to provide organs for the waiting list, says Adam Hudson. Very scary, yeah. Well, they believe in assisted death. They believe in COVID vaccines. They believe in all these ways of killing people. Yeah, that's what's really scary. Remember and speak to Posh Archie. Try to get them on your show. He's hilarious, like you. Thank you very much. I'm just going to have to call people on the phone and say, come in, come down. Who wants to come down to Nunhead? What's an hour? They can spend an hour on the show, maybe longer. They could be my guest for an hour. Adam, when you put it like that, perhaps they'll come off the register. Yeah, they've got an incentive. It's like what incentive did they have for giving you the vaccine? They want you dead. I shouldn't even be talking like this. Am I dangerous to talk like this? Let me just load this up. Okay, that's true. So, yeah, Adam. So there we go. So Kinsey said that you're putting it like that. A lot of the people, the institution wants you dead. They want fewer people. They got 1 million people coming in every year. Every year. What does that do to this country? 1 million people. Is that right? Am I right? If it's 1,000 a day, that's 365 a day. Marianne said, I was born in the Bronx, grew up in Yonkers, lived in Mount Vernon, and now live in Peekskill. I didn't realize that. I thought you were a British person moving over there. Do I sound like I've got a British accent, Marianne McCracken? Marianne McCracken. I have a friend called McCracken. The big, beautiful bill is supposed to prevent illegals from getting medical aid. Yeah, they should. They shouldn't get anything. They're here illegally. They shouldn't be in the country. No hard feelings. The problem is I once heard it explained what happens when you let illegal immigrants into the country. When you let any kind of immigrants, even legal ones, it destroys the country they're from. You go to places like Guatemala or Honduras, and their countries are destroyed because everybody's moved to America. I remember a story of a traditional barber back in the day. Man walks in and asks for a Paul McCartney style. Gets it short back and side. Barber says, that's what Paul McCartney would get if he came in here. Which means everybody would get it. Yeah, okay, that is funny, Maltese Phil. Even though he didn't have a short back and side. That's a very old joke. Very, very old joke. He'll change his mind in a moment. I mean, the NHS, it's good that you can go show up there. I mean, I hadn't been to the hospital for an emergency room thing in many, many years. In many, many years. Those who are low income qualified for Medicaid. A person reaches a retirement age, they have Medicaid. So that both of them, low income is getting more and Medicare is getting more. So I don't know what percent of the population have free health care without even having to work. Archie goes to the loo. Too much for me, Joodles, says Kerry. Okay, favorite Lewis health comment. I don't believe in coughing. That is true. Do not cough. You want to cough. You want to irritate your throat, which produces more coughing, which breaks the inside cells, which causes irritation, causes inflammation, gives you disease. It makes you have a cold. Do not cough. You want to get rid of a cough. Just sit there like that. Yeah, Lewis Schaffer's against coughing. Thank you, Rachel. Nothing wrong with old jokes. Could stand the test of time. Yeah, Joe says. Yeah, that's true, Lewis. Do you go to the dentist? I go to the dentist, but I don't brush my teeth. And my teeth have stopped rotting. I don't have the crud growing on my teeth. There you go. So there you go. I don't believe in dentists, really. I mean, I do believe in dentists, but when you eat a high sugar, high starch, high carb diet, your teeth are going to rot. Your teeth are going to rot. Where is watermelon? I miss Cuffy. Where did Cuffy go? But we have a lot of the same people. But people come and go. Who knows? Maybe he's dead. I don't brush my teeth. No, I don't. So if you kiss me, you're gonna have to kiss a man's mouth who doesn't brush his teeth. The idea of putting stuff in your mouth is disgusting. It's like you women. Do you clean out your V areas? No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't go in there with a brush and clean out your certain areas because it's self-cleaning. Alex says I have to pay for the dentist, but an illegal alien could go for free. It's not fair for you. It's not fair for the British people. The dentist terrifies me. Hate having to sit in that chair. You're not the first person, Kerry Macker, to say the dentist makes you scared. Russ says, I'm rich, but I always go to the NHS hospitals because I like to sit around for 14 hours so I could meet new people. Well, that's interesting, Russ. I like to meet new people, but I don't meet anybody anymore. I just sit there. I got my own phone, and I don't talk to these people. I don't talk to them. I don't find people as interesting as I used to. Lewis, have you ever watched Joker's Wild on Rewind TV? No, it's all comedians. No, I don't watch that. I don't watch that. You will come to Nunhead. What, and do my teeth or clean the area? Who's Carnegie, Joodles? Who's Carnegie? Wow. Break it to us gently about Cuffy. I'm not saying he's dead. I hope he's not dead. I'm not saying he's dead. Our vaginas clean themselves, Lewis. Mouths do not. That's ridiculous. You're saying mouths don't clean themselves. You're saying that whatever germ gets in there just builds and builds and builds. That's not true. Mouths do not clean themselves. Okay? You still have a distinctive New York accent, Marianne says about me. My parents were from Galway and emigrated to New York in the late 50s. Before that, they had both worked in London. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Who else is here that is Irish and then moved to London? Too much now. Why is that too much? Because I say I don't brush my teeth? We can clean out anything because we have been told, and we can't clean out everything. We've been told not to, and not tampons. So you can't clean out anything from your. Yeah, you shouldn't. People used to put all sorts of creams in the down there. And what did you get? You get cancer. Who knows what disease we have from doing the things that doctors told us was right. I still don't like to put anything dirty in my mouth either. I don't think we should, but all food is inherently dirty, and all food has inherently dirty stuff. Dentist, I gas him, he fits fingerism. Gas him, he fingers him. What does that mean? London is so antisocial. No one talks. No one says anything. Of course they don't, because they don't speak English. Half of the people there, they don't speak English. They're not like you. You don't, like, people should recognize me. They don't recognize me. Claire says I'm totally New York. Last time I went to the hospital, I hired a translator. Too much. Just going back on yesterday. Okay, well, what are we doing? We should start again. I'm losing behind of the stream. I'm losing the stream. I'm going to take a break in about 2 minutes. We need to talk about toxic shock syndrome, maybe. Yes, we do. That was recommended by doctors. Let's keep things clean. You washing your hands is recommended by doctors. You shampooing your hair is recommended by doctors. You putting cream on yourself is recommended. It's all recommended. Smoking cigarettes was recommended by doctors. Yet these people walk around the streets. Oh, I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. I live here in Northern Ireland, Kerry Mack says, but my mother is from Kenton in England, and she still has her British accent. Yeah, people travel around the country. They move around. You should be allowed to move around the country. You shouldn't be allowed to move from other countries to this country without permission. There is a special stuff you could buy specifically to clean down there. Yeah, we'll give you cancer. Do not use anything to clean down there. And if it does have a smell or an odor, it's because you're on a high carb diet and you're not healthy, kids. It's a warning sign, Kinsey. I don't believe that happens to you. I don't believe it can happen to you. Lorna says, You can get a bad heart virus from not cleaning your gnashers. That is not true. It's the other way around. It's an association, not a causal thing. People who have rotting teeth have diabetes, and people who have diabetes get all of the diseases. So they say, oh, you've got rotten teeth. We've got to clean the teeth. No, it doesn't. It's the other way around. Cancer from tampons and nothing weird in your mouth. Okay, then. Yes, exactly right. I don't know what. Yes, exactly right. And brushing your teeth can cause illness. Yeah, and can cause illness. I believe this thing. Maybe you're not going to listen to me now, but maybe somebody in the future. Somebody in the future will, people who have rotting teeth, it doesn't come from the outside. It doesn't come from them not brushing their teeth mainly. It comes, like I said, mainly. Okay? Why do people have rotting teeth? Because they're on a high carb diet. High carb. What about rinsing with peroxide and water for the teeth, or brushing with baking soda and salt? No, you don't need to brush with salt. You don't need any of that. I'm not even sure I brush my teeth occasionally, but I don't brush it that often. I'm sorry. Okay. You know what? FM Ghost, you are being blocked. I'm sorry. You're being blocked. Let me block you here. Hold on a second, FM Ghost, because I asked FM Ghost not to say things like that. I mean, it's just not funny. It's just, I've told him not to do that. If you know what I mean, what do we do? Hold on a second. We're going to go up here. Let me see how we do this. How we do this. I can't read all the people. Everybody's writing. How many people are in the chat? 43. Okay, we're doing good. Where is FM Ghost? Because I am blocking FM Ghost. So you'll have to come up with another name to come online, and you'll have to be in your best behavior. And then I'll block whatever it is. I don't block anybody. How many? 46 days of doing this. How many days have I blocked? How many people have I blocked? I saw that. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh my God, it's really. I can't get up to this. Where is it? I can't find it, FM Ghost. Where is FM Ghost? I can't. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Did he undo himself? Maybe I shouldn't say that I'm going to do it. Maybe I should just pay attention to him and then block him. I'm sorry, FM Ghost. Anyway, everyone over 18 is a donor register now, says John Van Dam. England aims to be the #1 in the world for transport of organs and transplants. What could go wrong? John Van Dam asks. Been researching. I'm now a wise guy. There you go. Thank you for that information, John Van Dam. I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. Toxic shock is caused by... No, it's not. It's not caused by that. It's not caused by whatever it is, released by germs. I purifies endorphin, pH, whatever that is, enterotoxin for a PhD. It isn't caused by that. It's caused by the schmutz that's in there that's releasing more schmutz. It is. If you eliminate, I'm going to say this to you. I know you know more than I know, and the chutzpah of me to question you. Okay, but what happens is that we are surrounded by a world full of staph infections. It's all over us. It's a question of the degrees and stuff like that. You, Jared. Okay, so by sitting there saying, if we give someone antibiotics or antiviral, whatever it is, and just get rid of the germs, we'll be healthy. No, it's the fact that we've got bad stuff lying around our bodies, lying around the world. Bad stuff. If you schmutz also doesn't mean germs. It can mean germs. It doesn't mean germs. It can mean DNA or RNA or little bits and pieces of all different stuff. That's what it means. I haven't explained myself properly. Maybe Joodles, who I did explain it properly to, can explain it to you guys. You can get a toxic shock from tampons. Yeah, why is that? Because the body is saying something is in me that doesn't belong. Not that it's a bad thing. That's not that it's a good thing inside me. If you smear Philadelphia brand cream cheese, it's something that doesn't belong in your body. Promise me, do not use tampons. Do not use tampons. Is there healthy bacteria? No, you don't need any bacteria in your stomach. And because I'm on a low carb diet, I don't have very little bacteria in my stomach. So I don't believe in healthy bacteria. Okay. We need some bacteria to help us digest fiber, but we don't need to eat any fiber. Toxic shock, toxic smock. Yeah. So that's what it is. I mean, you can all disagree with me. You know, it looks like Hugh Jarrett knows what he's talking about. So if you can believe him or you can believe me. Yakult would disagree. They are little bottles of good bacteria. Well, yeah, there's certain bacteria that maybe help digest milk, but I don't believe that. Now, correct, Lewis. We are covered in staph bacteria, but not all releases toxins. You know what? They probably all they don't know because the bacteria itself is a toxin. If you eat enough of this kind of schmutz, and our stomachs they've got 1.5 to 3 acidity. We're one of the most acidic species in the world in our stomach. Lorna promises me this. That's why I like Lorna. If you want to make a promise me you're not going to use. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I read this years and years ago. I might be wrong. Can I apologize? I might be wrong. It's just that tampons. It's like, great. Let's put something dry in our V areas. Given that Hugh Jarrett has an actual doctorate, Lewis, just maybe you should listen to him. I did listen to him. I listen to everything that he says. He can keep on talking. I will read everything that he says. No, I'm not on GB News. GB News is maybe once a week if I'm lucky. And then I probably won't be asked on the show. Maybe I'm too interesting. Maybe I'm too amazing. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe, you know, people lie to you at work. Oh, you're great, and then they fire you. I'm not going to eat schmutz. You know what it is? I'm not going to eat. You should eat clean food, but but you don't need to eat clean food. You don't need to eat cooked food, which makes things nice and clean, kills the bacteria. Does it? That stuff is made from a little bit of some bloke's poo. What is it? New phrase, I'm not eating that schmutz. I'm not eating cooked food. And let me tell you something, Joodles, about Hugh Jarrett's actual doctorate. I respect it. I respect people who are studying it. I respect that. But when, I'm looking at things a whole new way. That's what Albert Einstein said, who I don't really respect that much either. He said you need a theory. And the theory of tiny little things causing disease is basically wrong. Basically, because if you ate a lot of little things, you're going to die. So they think, if you eat a lot of little things, you're going to die. So don't eat a lot of little things. A lot of little things. Here we go. The knee is up. Sorry. Can you see the knee, ladies? Can you see the knee? You could touch that, ladies. There you go. Well, Joodles is on the case. Who did Kinsey say that? I bailed on the PhD because I became more interested in philosophy. So he does not have a doctorate in that, but it doesn't matter either. Schmutz is a great word, Claire C. says. Yes, it is. It is a great word. FF's sake. 1 minute the sun is out and the next it's bloody raining. Well, what country are we living in? You want to have the sun all the time. We move in with Maltese Phil. Okay, you want the knees up. The point is, what is the point? The point is, what is illness? Illness is terrain. It's not germ. Everybody believes in germ. One treatment, one cure. That's what it is. And the fact is like with COVID, they don't know what caused COVID is is us coughing. Coughing caused COVID. Can I give it a stroke? Yeah, if you're here, you could. If you're here and no one's watching, you could. And maybe if people are watching too, you could give it a stroke. If you come up to me and say, oh my God, Lewis, you promised me a stroke on your leg. We'll go into whatever we'll go. Is that wrong that I should say that? Is this, maybe, am I violating the law by am I being sexually abusive by saying that Lorna can stroke my leg? Well, there goes all of your credibility, you. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I have more respect for you now. At least you is thinking. And he doesn't go, oh, I got a doctorate in this. I don't believe in it anymore. I'm anti-education. I'm anti. I want someone. Lud is in the house and Zingo. Okay, we're doing good. Let me see how well we're doing. How well we got 40 watching now, so we're doing very well. I don't like the term stroke. Regarding COVID jabs, my sister and her husband didn't get any jabs, and they're fighting fit and hardly ever sick. Yeah. So, and what is a COVID jab? A lot of schmutz that they're putting into your system. You got a degree, me. He's got a degree. Maltese Phil. Anti-education, you can't believe. Well, I'm against education. You say to me, oh, I'm university educated. I'm going to go, because I'm a Jew, and I believe in education. We believed in it. We were brought up with it. And then you see the liars at these schools are Oxford and Cambridge and Harvard and Yale. Liars and anti-Semites, too. That's not that's the biggest, not even the biggest problem. I always have problems sticking with girlfriends, says Russ, because I always feel like I'm cheating on my right hand. All right, that's a joke. Oh no, have I missed the lesser spotted, Leanne? This is for you, Leanne. This is for you. We're gonna a line where the ladies here could touch my leg. I'm a perv. I'd like to have a cult. I can't have a cult. I can't have a cult. But you want to be in the cult. Be thin, ladies. That's all you got to, not all you got to do. Be thin. We used to be taught to think. Now we're taught just to repeat things. Hugh Jarrett says that's exactly true. And that's why when I am on these shows or even here, I'm saying to myself, let's say something that will make people think. Let's tell them that they're totally wrong. Same, Mark G. I didn't get jabs and recovered well. Meanwhile, my cousin has a reaction and was in a wheelchair. Yeah, yes, I've seen how many people have said this happened. Who knows if it's real or not? You do not inject stuff in your system. A vaccine, COVID vaccine made in China, COVID test made in China, COVID vaccine made in China. Yeah. Based on American ideology of like, let's give a shot because they're trying to be like us and we're trying to kill ourselves. I have had no COVID jabs. I give Kerry a big round of applause. That's the same thing with me. I've had no COVID jabs, says Kerry. Kerry Mack says when they questioned their doctor about it, and also the doctor couldn't answer the questions. Such as do you know the ingredients? Can we have a little punctuation that are in these jabs? It would take a vaccine. Do you want to do something, audience? I wouldn't call you my audience. Club members, is look for a book called the viral madness. What is it called? What is the book called? What is the book called? Let me find out what the book is called. Viral book. Madness. Not madness. Is that the book? I don't know. I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. But I've been reading books about the virus. Okay? So Maltese Phil said that about COVID-19 made in China. Very good. Zingo says the COVID jab made me ill. Of course it did, because you're putting in a mixture of something. And they have to make it hurt, because otherwise you think to yourself, oh, I wasn't vaccinated. They have to. That's called something. I know, of course, Judels probably knows because she knows everything. But whatever that's called, we lost Lucy in this chat, so I apologize for Lucy not being here. Can we get more likes, please? Yes, can we get more likes? And can we get more subscribers? My thing doesn't say how many subscribers. Let's see how many subscribers we have. We have 940 subscribers. So most of you people, Kerry has had no COVID jabs. And okay, we're getting back on track. I'm sorry. Okay. They had no answer about what's in these vaccines. When you find out what's in the vaccines, what a vaccine should be, it should be a mixture of the original disease that will make your body stronger. I'm not saying I don't believe in vaccines. I believe in being vaccinated, not by an injection, but by hanging out. When my kids had measles, they would hang out with other kids with measles. Have you heard of the sovereign citizens in the U.S.? They say the law doesn't apply to them, and then they get jailed for contempt of court. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's the same thing in this country. It's like those people who were on that floating, not the floating thing, on the dock in the middle of the bay or in the Thames. They also thought they were outside the British limits, but they weren't. I missed it. I need a spanking. There's no spanking, Leanne. There's nothing like that. You're not a perv, Lewis. You are too good for GB News. I am a perv. I am. I perv over you, Joodles. I do. You don't want that. You don't want that. I perv over Claire. I perv over Leanne. I perv over you all, okay? I'm going to have a barbecue this evening, Pete's Transport says. Sun is out. Got the steak on some pork. Some pork, ALM, set when I get back home. What does that mean? Got the steak and some pork, ALM, pork, ALM. Okay. We are already a cult. I know you're a cult. That's what makes it wrong. It makes me wrong to perv after. You're not a cult. You're not a cult. But you think to yourself, oh, I'd love, no. Please don't be a cult. You can be a cult if you want to be a cult. You can be a cult. You don't have to be a cult. I've never had a cult. I've never had a cult. My cousin was only in her 20s too and healthy before COVID. The jab did the bad stuff. Yeah, could have done the bad stuff. The COVID jab did the bad stuff. Yeah, did the bad stuff. Why don't you get Elvis, why don't you get Elvis China to do a song? Chinese Elvis. You can play it whenever you need a break, Lewis. Yeah, because it's such like work. It's such work. I'm sorry. Like calling a guest in. You know what I have to do to call a guest in? Hey, would you like to come on my thing? And you say, well, where is it, Lewis? Well, it's in Nunhead. How do you get to Nunhead? It's not easy to get to Nunhead. It takes an hour at least from anywhere in London to get to Nunhead, and maybe more. Okay? Maybe more. Alex X never had the vaccine. Yeah. But let me tell you something. I know a lot of people who didn't want the vaccine who had the vaccine, and I know a lot of people. I would have had the vaccine if I didn't think about it. Because at the time when the vaccine was, they were going to say, we got the vaccine. I didn't believe in the whole COVID narrative. So I didn't believe in Fauci. I didn't believe in those guys we had in this country, the second level Fauciites we had in this country. Yeah, he's great. He's great, Elvis. He's barely Chinese. Everybody's he's not barely Chinese. He's half Chinese ancestry. But his father was from Guyana. Yeah, they told them if they wanted a COVID jab without parents' consent. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. I don't know how this happened. I've lost. Can you do me a favor, everybody? Stop writing just for a second so I can catch up. I don't know. I don't know what happened. 45. There's no timestamp on this thing. I wish there was a timestamp. My cousin is in her 20s too, healthy. Okay, so here we go. Why don't you get the Elvis China to do a song? Okay, I never had the vaccine, says Elvis. Says Alex. Hey, Lewis, comma. Nice shirt tonight. Full stop. Yeah, this is these are my favorite shirts. I got these at that shop, the Japanese, whatever, Uniqlo. The carrot tie was great to see yesterday. It's a nice tie. It's a nice tie. Lewis, says you, Jared, I think you should sell the Lewis Schaffer leg for ladies to stroke. No more weirder than guys with full blow-up dolls. Yeah, maybe. No. That would mean I would make money, and I don't want to make money. But if you guys want to contribute to me, if you do, I might send you a calendar. Who knows what's going to happen? The school phoned me up before COVID because my daughter had paracetamol in school. They were afraid of paracetamol. Yeah, as I would be. I can't keep track of whether paracetamol is the bad one or the ibuprofen. Which one is the bad one? It's bad. Are we in a club? The last time I went to a club, all the youngsters thought I was the owner. Yeah, are you in a club? I don't know what you are. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Pete's Transport asks, that was Russ who asked, are we in a club? Like you, Lewis, I've had no COVID jabs. So there you go. No COVID jabs, never again. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have one because I thought to myself, a vaccine is to prevent future illness. And I had gotten COVID in March of 2020. So why do I need a jab if I've gotten it already? And they didn't explain the answer. And the other thing is, I'm a coward and I don't like shots. I don't like shots if I can avoid it. I avoided the jab, says Adam Hudson. So Zingo said never again. Adam Hudson says, I avoided the jab, went to anti-lockdown marches and never was ill. I feel for the people who got trapped into taking it. Exactly right. Thank you, Alex. 941. That's really good. I read the COVID book. Very interesting. Yeah, I've read a few of those books. And you find out how we've been lied to. We've been lied to. It's absolutely not me who thinks they know everything, Lewis. I don't think you know everything, but I think you are proud of the things you know. And you are proud of the things you know. Or if I say something that goes against what you've been told, you will say what you were told. I had 2 jabs, mostly through guilt. Don't think that they had any side effects, but now I can never remember why I walk into a room, Kinsey says. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what it's done to us? Okay, unless you're near Portsmouth, I am missing out, laugh out loud. What does that mean, Joe? What does it mean? Apparently, there were jabs that were only water and the other, which are the experimental jabs. Is that true? I don't know if that's true, but I could believe it's true. You cannot trust those people. Can you trust the people? You can't trust them. Gary Mack, you cannot trust these people. Schools are just indoctrination centers now. Completely. That's why the state should not be in control of schools. Especially if the state is not on our side. If the state's on our side, okay, I could see maybe. But even then. So I agree with you, Claire. Kerry says, yet they told them if they wanted a COVID jab without parents' consent, it was okay. I will never forgive those bastards. Exactly right, that they're giving children against their parents because they don't trust us. They don't trust us because they're against parents, families, local residents. They're against us. They would rather trust people who hate this country before they trust us. Kerry, that's exactly right. I keep getting phone texts to get jabbed. Also, people used to get bullied to get masks around here. Same thing, everybody, to get masks. That's why they're not going to do it again for a while. And remember when they say, monkeypox is coming. Just whatever disease it is, know that they're lying. Okay, that's what Mark J says, the messages. Adam, this is Pete's Transport, vax, like you. I'm not going to read your thing because there's no pronunciation. Let's get the pronunciation, Pete's Transport. Okay, I will read it. Adam, comma, like you, comma, I had no vax, period. Okay. Don't overdo it. I'm just going to take a 2-minute break. Can we take a 2-minute break? Everybody can go to the. Yeah, I'm excited. I get excited. I'm going to go get my machine and I'm going to go get some water and we're going to move on. And we might move on or we might come back to this point. Okay? Can we move on? No. No, I'll be back in a second. Hey. All right, take it easy. Take it easy. Everybody take it easy. Take it easy, everybody. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Taking it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels. Alex says, Lewis, you're not a perv because if you were, then you'd be employed by the BBC. I mean, I don't know if they're pervs, but I know. I'm wearing this over my shirt. Can you see what I'm doing here? I don't know whether this is the right thing to wear it over your shirt. They say you can, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So where are we? Let me have a glass of the water. Well, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here. Talk amongst yourselves. Why? Hello, Joe. I'm perving over you. You're gonna touch Lewis Schaffer's leg. That's not right. You got to be careful. I can't. You know what it is? They're so sensitive. These people. Look what's happening to all these guys. Somebody makes a complaint. What happened here? All right. So here we go. I'm gonna perv over Joe. Whoops. It's a great joke, Russ. I'm perving over you, Joe, right now. I'm closing my eyes. Okay, 167 over 108 at 58 beats a minute. That's very good. That's good. We're staying below 200. I know that sounds really high, but that's an improvement for me. Thank you very much, Chris King. I really enjoyed because it's Andrew. It's Andrew, and he's great. He makes you relax. 16-year-olds will be able to vote, but not be able to view riots on the internet. That's not fair, really. If you're going to let them vote, they have to have access to information. And when do they start having access to information? I actually love coming here and chatting with Lewis and all of you here. I enjoy all the different things that we talk about. We talk about everything, I hope. Simon Arnold, his blood pressure is 140/70, pulse 54. I don't see a problem there. Are you fat? No, I think you've lost a lot of weight. Yeah. Okay, we're weighing ourselves. Let me not say anything. This is not working. They now control the internet. Yeah. Yeah, this country's Cuba. Cuba. I know you think, oh, it's amazing, Cuba, because it's warm. It's Cuba. Joodle's very funny. (174/104) at 57 beats a minute. So that's not great. So what I do is I multiply 174 times 57, and I get a general number of how much blood is going. I don't know whether it actually means something, but it means something to me. I think if I were like 130 and I had 90 beats a minute, I would be quite worried. Alex is eating raw onion. Good for you, Lewis. I don't think it is. I think the reason it tastes the way it tastes is it's got toxins in it. Toxins in it. So I would say no. Yeah, cooking it probably makes it better, but it's still plants. I try to stay away from plants. So you, Jared, is 115/73, pulse of 63. So that's what is. Let me just multiply this, which is 174 times 57. I'm under 10,000, so that's good. That's not great, but I'm under 10,000. If you're 115, 115, 115 times 63, that's 72.45. That's really good. Really good, you, Jared. So, and you can sense how relaxed you are. DJ Hertz. Good evening, Lewis Schaffer. On here, you can say, okay, is DJ Hertz? Is that who are you? Where are you from? You start off with a joke. I would not start off with that kind of joke. My last blood pressure was 110/60. And what is your heart rate, Marianne? That's what you need to know. You're eating raw onions and crying at the same time. My father used to eat that. My father used to eat that. Let me just tell my friend. Um, this is like a pause. This is like the pause in the show. I should get maybe some kind of. Okay. So Jay Evans, so let's get back on track. Can we get back on track? What were we talking about that was interesting? He might have FM Ghost. Yeah, he's basically giving it away. He can't come up with a better name. Man, you're down to 172 pounds. So that is good news. That is really good news. But keep on going. Keep on going. Everybody keep on going with the weight loss. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you take someone like Kinsey, who's at 110, 111 beats per minute, even though you go in there and they say, oh, your heart rate is low. Okay. So if you Okay, so there we go. Let me multiply this. You want to come in and join us? We got a special guest coming
What are we
in.
multiplying?
We're multiplying. You've been smoking cigarettes?
Yes, I've been smoking cigarettes.
Smoking cigarettes. You don't have the money for cigarettes.
And
Yes, exactly. So Kinsey has a 132 systolic. That's the top rate. But she's at her heart is pumping like this.
is she fat?
Are you fat, Kinsey? No. She might be. Yeah, she might be fat. Are you fat? Are you fat? Let's.
Oh God, my
Well,
hair's a mess.
How do we get this thing like that?
My
Like
hair's a
this?
mess.
I think we gotta move. Gotta move.
It's fine.
Move this way.
It's fine.
Which way?
It's fine.
You have
It's
to.
fine.
You have to move this way.
It's fine. It's super duper fine, Dad.
Yeah. So
Hello,
I'm gonna
everyone.
multiply this
For what?
so we can be on the screen together.
No, it's fine.
Say hello to my son, Carnegie. Did Carnegie bring back food? Did you bring back food?
No.
No, you just brought back. What did you bring back?
Dad can't ground me. You can try.
No, it's not blamed on your mixer. No, it's not blamed on your mixer. Well, of course, the doctor would blame it on your mixer because they don't know what the cause of it is. 132. That's 14,000. So that's not good. So you're going to go to the doctor and say your blood pressure's good. Your blood pressure's good. Yeah,
Nothing.
you didn't
He
bring back
doesn't. He
anything.
doesn't deserve anything.
Can you see this thing here is a problem?
What's Dad?
That's the
it's
screen.
So it's fine. It's literally fine. What have you been talking about? Just people's diets.
Yeah, no, we've been talking about what are we talking about? COVID. We were talking about COVID.
You're always talking about.
But they
COVID.
remember you said to bring back some food. Cheese string. Once I tried to wax my own.
That's funny. What are you doing, Dad?
I'm still. Shh. Where was that guy?
What did he say? Dad, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't. Why?
Okay. Why? Because I don't want people to post bad stuff like that. Not that it matters.
It's not that
to
bad.
me.
It's true.
It is because he's not taking what we're doing seriously. I mean, why should somebody just think that they can write any funny thing that they want to
You
write?
say whatever funny.
I know. I say whatever, but no. But we're trying.
It doesn't. You're not gonna get banned for that.
No, can you see Carnegie over here?
Yes, they can.
Can you see Carnegie?
Carnegie.
What did you bring back? Plums or peaches? Did you bring back anything? No, we didn't bring back anything. Can you go in the center of this thing?
Holy.
Can you go in the center of this thing?
I'm going to leave if you can.
No.
I'm going to leave.
No, you have to be there. The people want to look at you. They're tired of looking at me.
Well, you're just
The
on some
KFC.
depressive rant.
What am I going to have for dinner tonight? What are you going to have for dinner?
You're gonna have steak and eggs.
I had steak and eggs for
I'm
breakfast.
trying to be healthier. I don't want to.
You don't want any pizza. You don't want to go get a slice of pizza. No, that's good. Thank you. He's not going to have.
You know, they can't see you, Dad.
I know they can't see me. What's the?
Is it just me? Is it my show now?
It's your show.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Thank you for not cursing.
I'm trying my hardest.
you for not
I'm
cursing.
trying my hardest to not curse.
I mean, you've got a horrible haircut. I don't like your haircut. I mean, it's not horrible, but it doesn't make
It's
you
not
look
a haircut. I just shaved it. It's fine.
right. So you
As
have
opposed to you who doesn't have any hair.
can you comb it to the side or something? Yeah.
Can I comb it to the side?
Yeah, like
it's
that.
Literally, my hair's like the straightest thing in the world.
Right.
It's not gonna.
Can you
comb.
put some water in it or something? Team Schaffer, me and my son. Can you put it on the side?
The question is, you need to be at the bottom, sir.
Yeah.
Nice
Lewis
to see you,
loves
Kerry.
showing off his handsome son. Yeah, I do. I do.
This wasn't Dad's doing.
Do I seem like I love showing you off?
You do love showing me off.
Yeah.
It's like, look, it's my son, everyone. Let's give him a round of applause. My
Yes.
son. Oh my God.
Yeah, do you like that or no? Makes it feel all right.
Yeah, who doesn't like that?
Yeah.
You're starting to finally like me.
Yeah, no, it's you, the pain that you caused me.
What pain? What pain could I have caused you?
The
pain you
of
caused
being
me?
of being a parent, of being like worried about you. There's a pizza place near you on Too Good to Go, Lewis. You need to check it out. Too Good to Go. Oh, I see. At the end of the day, you can get stuff like that.
You don't
Hello,
say
Carney.
that.
Yeah, but I when I need to eat something, I need to eat something, and I don't want. I mean, the problem with a slice of pizza is I should bring a scale with me.
You can just. You're like half in. Like they can see me behind. They
Yeah.
can see me behind the thing.
No, make sure let them see your face.
It's just my face.
Yes, okay, I'll be here
Jesus
like that
Christ.
too. He looks like a beautiful Jewish boy. They are the best.
No.
They are the best.
No,
Well,
not Jewish. No.
No, well, you're not Jewish.
Oof.
No,
I don't want to.
no, you don't want to be. No, you don't want to be.
It's bad credit right about now. For
Right now, because people lie about the Jews. All those like starving kids, which is absolute bullshit.
Have you seen?
Have I seen
Palestine?
what? Have you
seen Palestine?
There's no such place as Palestine anymore.
Meh.
There's no such place.
Meh.
No.
I'm a Jew and I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm a Jew and I'm mad.
A Jew without money.
I know, that's bad.
Have you ever
That's
seen
bad.
the day?
I don't watch it anymore, but you'd both be good on Channel 4's Gogglebox. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen Gogglebox.
Yeah.
It's a good show actually.
It's a good show. I don't eat pizza, Lewis. Nothing tastes as good as being skinny feels. Yeah, I agree, Adam. But they'd make him watch but they'd make him watch the BBC. What is Adam saying up there?
Adam.
I don't know.
Oh shit. Shoot. You can't swear on this thing. Why? You can change the rules, make it 18 plus. Like no one here is under 18.
Right, but the people I think they're above 18.
It's that I was
What,
swearing at 12, 11, 10 even.
I think it is set that way.
Yes, double Schaffer.
Go back, go up.
Wait, it's from here. I don't watch it
I'm-
anymore, but and then he went to, I'd agree, and then make him watch the BBC. There you go.
Well, they make you watch it, basically. They basically say you got to pay money. But where was the other thing up here?
You know, if you don't scroll all the way to the bottom, it's not going to show new things that come in.
I know how.
All right.
This is my 46th day of doing 2 hours a day. So that's 90 hours.
46.
46 straight days.
You don't need
everything.
to do it every day.
Well, I feel like I need to annoy these people every day. And if they're not here, I annoy myself. I have 6 pounds to go till my target weight. No pizza for me. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Bad parenting, swearing at 12. Well, Dad wasn't really much of a parent. I saw him on weekends
Yeah.
and then sometimes after school.
That's not true. I was. What do you mean, not much of a parent?
Oh, I mean,
No, don't listen to what your mother says. Lewis
it's
Schaffer,
not what my mother says.
it is what your mother says.
You should hear the glowing reviews
You could
get
join
from
us
Mum.
pagans if you want, Carnegie. There are too few of us for anybody to worked up about. That's actually not true. They're going to get worked up about you too.
No, but is that Jews?
Yeah, he's talking about the Jews. Talking about the Jews.
I don't belong to any religion nor people.
Well, that won't get you out of trouble. It won't get you out of trouble. They'll see that. Lewis, how is 137 over 36? Come on, Dr. Schaffer. Well, what is the heart rate? What is the pulse? Totally agree, Kerry, says Russ. I think it's scripted, too. I remember once they got political while watching Nigel Farage, and they all insulted him. I just feel they are told what to say. Yeah. Well, who's on Gogglebox? A bunch of like left people who.
The R word.
No, there's lots of like gay people on the show and feminists on the show.
A lot of R
The
word.
Chubster is in town. Hello, Chubster. Is Jonathan Cogan still your third son? Well, yes, because this one's disowning his own people.
They're not my people.
You think they're not your people.
They're not my people.
They think they're not your people.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they think they're not.
No, if they have a bad cred.
Bad credit. So you'd lose something. You know, it's like a football team. Your team isn't winning, so they're not my team.
No.
I'm going to root for a team that has good credit. And what do you think those?
I'm not on Palestine.
think-
I'm not saying I'm on Palestine.
Do you think?
Palestine side.
Whose side are you on then? If you're not for yourself,
on
who
no-
are you for? Yes,
no
exactly.
one.
Then you can't be on. Then you have no side, Jonathan.
You're just some hatred.
No,
old
I'm not in
man.
hatred.
You are.
You could just see the lies and how people fall for it.
Some could be lies, some could.
They're all lies.
They can't all
They're
be
all
lies.
lies.
Can't all be
They're
lies.
all lies. How many Jews are there living in Israel? How many Jews?
We don't know.
No, you do know how many Jews.
How many Jews there?
About 7 million Jews. Wow. In Israel. And how many Muslims living in the world?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Dad,
He's on the side of peace. Yeah. Mark J. He's not on the side of peace. He's on the side of like not being hated. But sometimes
not
you're gonna
being
be
hated. I don't mind being hated. I just
105. Your heart rate is 105, Chris King. Well, you're in trouble. You multiply 105 by 137, and your number is above 10,000. When I was healthy-ish, my number was 7,200, and now it's about 9,900. But
you just talk about diet all day.
yes, I don't only talk about diet. We're talking about Israel right now. Am Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel live.
The chub stuff.
Listen to your dad. He's right. Yeah, listen to me. You got to pick a
No
side.
one knows anything.
If you don't pick a side, you've picked their side.
No.
If you don't fight for the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes, the Celts, the Welsh, the Scots, the Picts, the people who are living in this country, well, what side are you on? You're saying let's all get along. No. You've got to fight for what's best for your country.
But
Yeah.
if everyone thinks like that, then there's not going to be any change.
No, there will be change
That
because
thought process.
we don't need change.
washed.
We need us to fight for ourselves. We need England to fight for England. Cockney. And the Cockney people too, says Jay Evans. We need England. You know, that's your country. It's your country that you're used to. You want to see a girl's face. Listen to your father, Marianne says. You know, who's going to fight for us?
Are you going to fight for us?
Who's going to, yeah, no, I'm not going to fight because I'm fighting for my own self.
Even if it isn't, it just
I'm
sounds
fighting for myself. Normans, Saxons,
so racist.
and the Normans and the Saxons. You always forget them. 105 is the pulse rate. That's really high. Are you fat, Chris King? I forget this. Exactly. Inaction is complicit with the uni party. Yeah, you're agreeing with the people who want you dead when you comply. I mean, someone's going to cut and clip this thing, and I'm in trouble. Your son is in Team World.
Do you have any clips from these things?
No, I haven't. I could look at the clips. I one clip. Shanks did a really nice clip of me, but I didn't like. I just felt I looked tired, and I'm trying to be as relaxed as possible.
Just be yourself, Dad. That's all you have to do.
There's an old saying, an old Jewish saying from Hillel. It says, if I'm not for myself, if I don't fight for myself, if I don't care for myself, okay, what am I? If I'm only for myself, no, the other way around. If I am not for myself, who am I? Because you're not willing to fight for yourself. If you're only for yourself, that means you only fight for yourself, but you don't care about the other people in the world. What are you? What kind of person are you that only fights for themselves? It's not good. That's the problem that we're in. We want to fight for ourselves. We also want to fight for other people. You know? Shanks did loads of clips, and they're funny, says Joodles. Yeah, they're really funny. They're really funny.
Where do you find them?
I think if you look on Twitter, if you Google me on Twitter, I think maybe I should repost them. I mean, I don't like myself. That's the problem. I don't like myself. But if something wants to
Well,
go,
you never watch a thing of yourself.
yeah, no, I don't watch it. Your dad has done brilliantly, says Joe, every single day. Yeah,
Yeah, you got fans.
got fans. I don't know if these are my fans, but these are all right people.
Well, a hater is still a fan.
And you know what? Even if my no, they're not.
Yeah, because they're still giving you views. Still
That's
commenting.
that's not make a yeah. They think I'm worthy of criticizing. I
Yeah.
can see that. I can see that. Where are these clips? I think if you look on Twitter, you could find these clips. I'd fight for other people, but not for the power lords. Yeah. Well, it's a question: who are the power lords? You know what I mean? It's like who was? I think the Polish president said that the British people, that not the British people, the Europeans are asking America, that 300 and something million people are asking America of 300 million people to fight for it, right?
For America.
For America.
Yeah.
Which is like shocking. Why should they pay for Poland and France to defend themselves, number one? Because to pay for NATO. And then the second question is, they say what's more shocking is that I gotta find. Do you know the quote that I'm thinking about? Lewis has done well from where he started with the stream he has now, gone from no sound to sharing links in the chat. Yeah, I've done better.
That is a step up.
It is a step up. I mean, it's still not perfect, but like people are saying that the Muslims need to be afraid, that 2 billion Muslims need to be afraid of 10 million Jews. Well, there's actually 15 million Jews in the entire world.
Suppose all the 2 billion Muslims all just come together and fight the 10 million Jews.
Yeah. Yes. But why aren't they?
Because it's not like that.
Why aren't they?
Because it's not like that.
Why isn't Egypt fighting? Why is there a huge wall preventing Palestinians
You're
from
asking
Gaza?
me these questions.
Yes.
I don't know that.
So you should say, Lewis, what do you have to say? I'm listening to you. I'm not a hater. I'm a lovely person, says Joe. Okay? And I've been here from the beginning. Yeah, people have been here. These have been really good people. Really good people. Leanne says, we don't say we gotta go. We gotta go. Anyway, who sang that? I can't think. What song was I singing? What were you singing?
Why
No,
do they
Lewis,
say they
6
gotta go?
feet tall and weigh 127 pounds, and your heart rate is so high.
12.7.
He doesn't weigh 12.7 pounds.
12.7.
No, you can't weigh 12.7 pounds. What is?
How much is a pound compared to a kilo?
It's half a kilo.
Up.
So
1
that's
pound is half a
that's
kilo.
0.6 kilograms.
Oh, okay.
How much does a kilogram weigh?
Okay.
It's not that much. The Beastie Boys, Joe. I love the Beastie Boys. They went to my uni or whatever school it was. Labor prevented us fapping. Yeah, they don't want us to fap. Why don't they want us to fap? Because
What's that?
fapping is like what was your funniest nickname you've ever had, Lewis? I don't even remember what it was. The Jews are a minority, but punch well above their numbers. That's why they won't take them on. Yes, yeah, never again, never again. They should learn a lesson. Don't take the Jews are not going to march nicely to the concentration camps. They're not going to. What's fapping? As my son actually asked. Fapping is
Masturbating.
Is masturbating, right? That's what it is. We are a minority. I will always be here for you, Lewis. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. They don't want us to reproduce, so why don't they let us FAP? I'm against it too.
I'm gonna get tattoos soon.
No, you're not.
I don't.
You're not. I saw a tattoo today on a really pretty girl.
It doesn't
Really
matter.
pretty girl.
It doesn't matter.
But you know what? It was a very small tattoo too.
Get out of your ego, Dad.
No, it wasn't ego. Well, who has a tattoo?
It's your own ego you've formed.
Everybody right that you like the stream.
I think it's cool that people are able to get tattoos.
No, I don't think it is because
Why?
you know
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. Because it's toxic.
It's
toxic.
It's no
Google-
more than
Google-
putting clothes on.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's
It is.
toxicity.
How is it toxic?
Because when because it breaks down in the system and it causes cancer and all sorts of other stuff. I'm just making this up.
Yeah, you don't know.
Lewis,
what you're
most of us are fans here. Why else would we be here?
Exactly.
I appreciate that, Chris. I am your fan. Do you know that I'm your fan? We are becoming North Korea. Yeah, we are. We're not becoming North Korea. We are becoming North Korea. It's a police state. I hate women with tattoos. I mean, because what happens is you choose a tattoo and then you think, oh, that wasn't quite right.
Yeah, then you can get it taken away.
You can't get it
Yes,
taken
you can
away.
get it
It's
taken
so
away.
painful.
But
It's
you
so
can get
expensive.
it taken away.
Anybody here have tattoos? So I saw a tattoo today, and it was
Oh my God! You
Yeah.
saw a tattoo on a woman.
yeah, and it was
Women can't have
I don't want to.
tattoos.
I don't want to say it wasn't bad because it was a pretty girl, but I'm against it. Imagine how many went on Fabing Marathon on Wednesday, as they don't want porn sites to have to scan their faces.
Judos, how
Yeah.
dare you have one? He has one. He has one.
Where
Dad.
am I? Where? What is she saying? What is she saying?
Judos has a tattoo.
Yeah, I'm against it.
Okay, don't get tattoos of your ex.
Ex's names. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. That could be bad.
That is bad. Like, don't put like someone else's name. Put like a symbol.
A symbol of what?
Anything that just
No.
reminds.
The fact you want to put anything means you don't really believe it.
What?
Tattoos of ex's names can be awkward. I know a beautiful girl who is covered in tattoos. I have one tattoo.
They're not as bad as you're thinking, Dad. This isn't the 1980s.
I know, Carnegie, outrageous. You're thinking I'm being outrageous, Carnegie. I
No.
don't think I am.
No, I know who's commenting. No, never mind. He's being sarcastic.
Alex Russ says, I remember in the old days, people with tattoos were cool, like heavy metal fans, punks, but now everyone has them, and that's not cool. And you're coming in late in the thing. It's like, it's not cool.
I'm the
sorry.
latest. I'm literally, this is the latest I can be.
What?
Right
No,
now,
it
I
isn't.
want to get one for Gus.
Why?
Because Jago's getting one, Ethan's going to get one. It's just something to symbolize.
You're all going to get, yeah. Well,
You're a girl.
what does it mean? You're a girl. Who says this?
She's referring to the thing that girls can't have tattoos.
I'm a girl, Carnegie. Yeah, I don't think that they should. I don't think they should. Anyway, that's just me.
Yeah, you're from...
Do you know that it's actually bad for you? Can we Google that?
You know what, carbs are bad for you.
And carbs too. But you wouldn't think that tattoos are bad.
You would.
Would you think that they're bad? They're putting in, whatchamacallit, in the skin.
It's on the surface of the skin. It doesn't actually get into it.
We are sleepwalking into being like China, says Peace Transport, with a socialist credit system and lockdowns. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what these people believe, led by the Uniparty. They want to put all this stuff in there. They want to put all this stuff in. Okay. What tattoo would you get, Joe? Kinsey is asking Joe.
She can see it.
I've had a spider web tattooed on my face. Nothing wrong with it.
On the face is a bit much.
Yeah. Well, where are you going to have it then?
Might go arm or...
You know what?
Face is tricky. I don't feel it's that bad, but it's to other people it look a bit.
Back in the day, there was only 3 reasons for getting a tattoo.
And
Okay.
the 3 reasons.
You were in the Army,
Go on.
right? Like U.S. Marine Corps or something.
Judo sent you an image.
Okay.
Let's have a look at
We're getting an image sent. Hold on a second.
on WhatsApp. Press back. Where is that located?
We're not supposed to announce it. There's only 3 places to get a tattoo.
Looks real as well.
One is, yeah, it does, doesn't it? We don't know what part of the body it is. Number one, whether you're in the Marine Corps, U.S. Marine Corps,
Yeah.
everybody in the Marine Corps, you were in prison,
Mm-hmm.
you were inside prison, so you got a tattoo in prison, or you're in Lewis Schaffer. The idea was Anthony.
You can make those jokes, and someone can't say they
No, because it's not written down. I don't like tattoos, Pete Stramper said. I'd rather have sensible piercings. I'm even against piercings. Okay, there you go. There you go.
We found out where it's from.
But we can't don't make that announcement. The people who tattoo head to toe to look like a cat, that's a bit far. Well, says Mark J. Claire C says, I think having one small tattoo is okay, as long as it's symbolic of something, not just random. I mean, your friend died, right? So am I right, Claire? That's not random.
Yeah, and I'll get other ones that...
Imagine letting a complete stranger mark your body for life. Tattoos are more personal than people realize. Yeah, you'll have it forever. Have it forever. Have it forever.
Yeah, but forever
I feel
is
like
not
we've
that
missed
long.
out on Joodle's tattoo. Yeah, well, I'd like to see it.
It's a sight to behold.
It's a sight to behold. Okay, anyway. I do have some tattoos, Chris King, Lewis, and I've regretted it ever since. Okay, so that's what Chris King says. He's regretted it. I know a woman. Nobody ever says they're against tattoos, so I'm coming out. I'm not coming out.
Loads of people say they're against tattoos. But it's pointless.
Okay. I know a woman who has the name of her child's dad tattooed on her right bum cheek. It says ? That's a joke. Okay. My son went to get a tattoo, had no idea what he wanted, so he got a jackass symbol as his brother had a DVD in his hand. Laugh out loud.
My son went to get a tattoo and had no idea what he wanted, so he got a jack symbol as his brother.
Jackass symbol.
Can we say ass?
Maybe not. Maybe you can. Okay.
That's a donkey, right?
So he got a jackass symbol as his brother
Yeah,
had a DVD.
But Lorna, the skin's gonna get wrinkly anyways. It doesn't look good wrinkly. It doesn't. We're all gonna die anyways. Doesn't matter.
It's really bad. You have to explain it forever. You're embarrassed about it. We will have.
You don't have to explain anything.
We will all have tattoos after we have done time under Starmer's dictatorship. Yeah. It's heading to the point where you think to yourself, should I have said Starmer's dictatorship? Nobody sees it. Unless I want them to. Why? It's hitting. Yeah, nobody sees it. So what's the point of having a tattoo if nobody sees it? You want people to see it.
It's different for different people.
Imagine your tattoo, on old wrinkly skin. Yeah, imagine that. I mean, you don't think you're going to get wrinkled. No, I didn't. You don't think that when you're your age. You think that, but you don't.
I think I'm going to die every single day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, maybe
I'm getting wrinkly. I'll be lucky to be wrinkly.
Maybe.
That skin is sagging a bit.
The program. Yeah, I know it's sagging. There you go. I have a small tattoo. It's been there since about 1988. Me and my friend got them together. She died in 1997.
Condolences.
Yeah, so that's your friend. So that's, I mean, you can't question that, but I'm against it.
So then it doesn't matter.
It reminds me of Kate McCann carrying around Madeline McCann's cuddle cat. Like you need to be reminded of your friend. You don't need to be reminded.
That's on me.
Sorry, you don't need to be reminded of your friend. Another work colleague has a balloon, I think that's spelled wrong, balloon, on a string on her wrist, but it looks like sperm. Her words, says you, Jarrett. That's interesting. Just look at your dad's skin sagging, says the chubster. Yeah, look at me.
Already, everyone's going to start sagging.
Well, maybe I could have, should I have plastic surgery to have this done?
No, it would look weird. You would look like Simon Cowell.
Yes, exactly. I would like to have plastic surgery, but I think to myself, it's not worth it.
What did I say? Very true.
What did you say?
What did I say?
What did he say? You gotta tag that in. There's always the risk that when you don't know the tattooist. Yeah, you don't know it. And even if you know the tattooist, he's an artist. He can make a mistake. Like Prince Charles's red painting. That was rare for women to get tattoos in the 1980s. I only remember the punks, metalheads, and skinhead girls in Camden who had tattoos. Most people didn't have tattoos. I remember the first person I saw who had his face tattooed. It was about 1996.
I saw someone walking the other day with just a full tattoos on his face and just
Yeah. I mean, you can't get a real job, and it's just scary. You're scary people. Why
What
would
is
you?
a real job?
A
You
real
can-
job
you
is
can
one where
do
they're looking for
so
someone who's
many
not scary.
things. Not scary.
He's not scary. Simon Cowell looks terrible now. Yes, that's right. You
Simon
said
Cowell
that.
does look terrible.
He looks terrible now, and he was a relatively handsome guy. Judel says, if anyone in the Northwest fancies a tattoo, when I'm not promoting this. I'm not promoting
Oh
this.
my God, Dad, you don't need to. It doesn't matter.
You always look like a burns victim after plastic surgery, and you're walking around wrapped like a piece of salami going to a picnic in the plastic. It's a horrible thing. What have done? What have done?
Have what done?
Don't be you're so vain. Joe, can you write that as a complete sentence? Can you write that as a complete sentence? Okay. I think we've gone for 2 hours. I'm gonna do my blood. If you'd like to talk, Carnegie,
Do mine first.
you want to do yours.
Yeah, we'll see mine.
Okay. Carnegie is gonna do his blood pressure. Okay, here we go.
Just did this all the time back in COVID.
Yeah. Well, what else? What else did we have to do during COVID?
Could have done loads of things.
Was I anti-COVID, Carnegie?
Yes, you were anti-COVID.
Okay, I'm proud of that. I'm proud to be anti-COVID. Years ago, at the gym, some guy, this is Adam Hudson, some guy in the shower area had an eye tattoo on each cheek butt. It freaked me out. But then I noticed, it freaked you out when you noticed as I was leaving the shower. Yeah,
You gotten worse at reading recently, Dad.
I have, haven't I? That could be maybe a stroke or something. I got a tattoo. Yeah, I think you have to put your thing up here because it's...
It's fine. It's just as comfortable as I want to
then-
be. It's fine.
Okay. Don't talk to my son. You can talk to me. Don't look at the reading. Don't look at the reading.
Wait, it's not on. It's not on, Dad.
Okay, wait, put it on.
Is it here?
It's got to be up a bit high. That's fine. Okay. Okay. We can try it again if this doesn't work. Claire says I got the tattoo when we were both 15 before she died. How sad is that? That's so sad. It'll be sky high with you winding him up. Well, we'll find out how high it is. Don't look at it. Just look off in the distance. Why did you take your blood pressure during COVID? Because we were sitting at home. We had nothing to do, right? I think that's the reason why we took it during COVID. Okay. Also, we wanted to check to see that we were healthy. I've nearly given up. Bloody hell, Joodles. What? What did you say? I did. You did what? If you put my name, 117 over 71 at 73 beats a minute. So let's do the math on that. Joe, I'll be with you in a second. 117 times 73. You're 8541. You're not that high. He's not high.
What does that mean?
That means you multiply your heart
Yeah,
pulsing.
but what
which
does
is,
that mean?
it means you're all right so far. You're all
So
right.
far.
You're all right. What is Joe saying? I've nearly given up. Bloody hell, Joodles. Joodles. No, the tattoo is a good debate. It's a good debate. It's a good debate.
But I think you should take your blood pressure during a GB news show. Is it not on skin?
It should be on skin, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I think you should now take your blood pressure during a GB news show. I might do that. Your children, your criticism of my grammar. Oh, you did? Okay. Maybe it wasn't you then. I apologize if I've done something bad. Joe, sorry.
I don't really tan that much. It's not that white, is it?
Okay, I'm 158 over 56, so I'm doing quite well. Because yesterday I measured myself, I was over 200.
56 beats per minute.
56 beats a minute. And what I'll do is, so yours is 85 something, 8,500.
Uh,
And mine is 158. Whoops. 158 times 56 is 88.
Lorna's going.
It's the exact same thing. Okay, everybody. Eagle Tattoos. I think we're gonna end the show right now in 5 minutes, okay? I think 2 hours is enough.
You end the
Is
show.
enough for me right now. We'll go longer in the future.
I'm going.
Simon Arnold never. Let everybody say goodbye to beautiful Carnegie. Say
Beautiful
goodbye to
me.
me. Wave goodbye to the people.
Yeah, I'm not going yet.
Say goodbye. Simon's Arnold never jabbed. So there we go. What a handsome Annette's here now. So that's brilliant, Annette. Everybody, if you can you like
L'chaim.
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 Yeah, remember your dad's a Jew. So whenever they talk about Jews, you just think to yourself, they're lying. They're lying.
Everyone's lying.
They are exactly. The same people who are lying to you about COVID
All right.
are the same people.
All right.
See you later.
Love you, Dad.
I love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Goodbye, Carnegie. Of the pretty eyes, says Joodles. Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you, Doodles.
Thank you, Joodles. Okay. Night, everybody. Thank you, Lorna. Let's all say goodbye. It's been really great to see you. Please be okay, Lewis. Don't let your blood pressure get too high. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Massless shopping, trying to snap other shoppers out of their trance. Yeah. The whole COVID thing, there wasn't much to do during COVID. At least here in Nunhead. Maybe where you were, if you were, I don't know where you were, where it could be interesting. Removal of tattoos nowadays is by laser surgery, requires no skin grafts. I think it might be the inks used are much friendlier. Possibly that maybe they're more friendlier, or maybe the machines are better. Bye, Lewis. Bye, Watermelon. I don't think Watermelon is here. Is he here? Thank you, Joodles. Okay, Joodles is off to Turkey tomorrow, so let's give her a big round of applause for going over to Turkey. This has been a great show, or it's been a good show. We've done 2 hours. 2 hours. So we're moving back. We're moving back. My pulse is getting good. It's 8,800, so I'm in good shape. I'm not in good shape, but it's better than it was. So I'm waving goodbye. DD Plectum is here. That's right. DD Plectum, good to see you. Welcome back. Okay, I'm going to putting the end stream. You can all bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.